Amin Mirzazadeh against Muhammet BAKIR, the Iranian in the red, Turkey's wrestler in the blue. Mirzazadeh has only lost one match since the 2022 World Championship final loss to Riza Kayal. That was, of course, a 3-1 loss to Mirzazadeh Lopez, no less, at the Olympic Games last year. He won bronze instead, but in 3 years to just lose one encounter, an enviable record, second only to Lopez, really. And with Lopez off the scene, after retirement, Mirzazadeh may well be the man to claim that throne. The crown is up for grabs. There's a few contenders, sure. One of them is this man. He's got a great temperament for 130 kilograms, hasn't he, Mirzazadeh, because there's an awful lot of power and aggression when's needed, but he's very calm under fire.
Yeah, and that's what makes him so good. I mean, he just takes his time, he relaxes, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get this 130 kilo bull running at you and trying to put the points on the board. And then as soon as he's done it, he calms back down again and he relaxes and he moves. And it's very difficult to try and gauge and try and feel what he's trying to do.
He goes from bank clerk to bull in a couple of split seconds, doesn't he?
And now it's going to be interesting because Mirzazadeh's got such a good turn on the ground. He's so explosive.
From parterre. Let's see which way Amin goes. Stepping over the roll for two. BAKIR taken for a ride. Doesn't always take up parterre opportunities when he's given them. Mirzazadeh didn't, of course, against Lopez in the Olympic Games, but he's not done that a couple of times today as well in the final, choosing to go for BAKIR there and makes it pay.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's so comfortable on the feet, isn't he? I mean, he's so difficult to knock out of balance. Arm dragging the guy's not going to work, trying to push him out. He's great on the zone. So it's just really difficult. So he's happy with that 1-2 point lead. He doesn't need too much to see these matches out till the end.
Great test this for Muhammet BAKIR. We've mentioned how formidable he's been at younger age grades. He's 24 now. Mirzazadeh only 27. But this is great experience for him to get up close and personal with the way Mirzazadeh likes to operate. What would you like to see from BAKIR, George, from a sort of positive wrestling perspective in the next 3 minutes?
I mean, it's so difficult against Mirzazadeh, but he's got to try and move around a little. Like I said in the previous match, if you can't move your opponent, you've got to move around him. You've got to try and find a way. You've got to try and wait until that pressure comes, try and step out the way, get him off balance a little, and try and put him on the back foot. You can't go toe to toe with someone that's physically a lot stronger than you and stand in the middle, because that's what he wants. Mirzazadeh just wants to chill in the middle there, hang on and work his arms a little, hand fight, and just count down these last 3 minutes. You won't see too much of him.
He does seem chilled out in the middle so often. There's an increase in tempo now.
That's better. BAKIR in that situation did a lot better. As soon as the pressure came, he drove the shoulder across and knocked him a little bit off balance. Does it again. That's much better work.
Positive signs from BAKIR.
And you can see already the referee warning Mirzazadeh. They're just saying, listen, you need to move a little bit more. And BAKIR, for his efforts, is going to get a point and get a chance to put some points on the board in parterre position.
BAKIR goes high around the chest initially, drops down around the gut. Has the grip. Does he have the right setup here? Certainly not sufficient to take Mirzazadeh over to the side.
And I mean, it took him long enough to get the grip. Mirzazadeh has a sort of technique when he lays in the ground, which makes it almost impossible for wrestlers to even get the hands under to get them locked. By the time they got the hands locked, the time's almost over. The referee's going to stand them up. So you're rushing a little. You've not got time to set the power in that roll. You think, I've got to try and turn him. You go half-heartedly in the turn. You don't get the turn. And then next minute you're back to your feet. You've not achieved anything in parterre position.
What's he doing specifically when he's on the floor, though, which is making it hard?
It's as if he's got a pin going through his back, straight through the mat. And it doesn't move. So you try and lift up his hips, no, doesn't going to work. You try and drive him forwards, not going to work. You try and lift his chest off the mat, incredibly difficult. I'm not sure how he does it, but the way he does it is really, really skillful.
Encroaching on the last minute for BAKIR.
BAKIR looking a little bit tired now. It's always hard, especially after a long day like this, then to compete in the final.
It's Mirzazadeh who's upping the tempo. He's not leaving anything to chance. So slightly staying a step ahead of BAKIR.
But what BAKIR did in the beginning of the round, he should be doing again. He should be trying to move him around, take that momentum out of him as he comes forward, try and get him off balance a little. Throwing him from this position is not going to work.
Last 30 seconds of the night in Tirana. Mirzazadeh's been here all week. It's been no flying visit for the Iranian. He's been with his teammates. He's been in the hotel. He's had to wait a long time for today. And he's got it right once again. No chinks in the armoury of Amin Mirzazadeh at the start of 2025. None that we can discern anyway. He looks good. Asian Championships round the corner. 3-1 victory over Muhammet's BAKIR.